Okay, I'm sat outside in the snow. Hopefully it starts snowing again. That would be so beautiful. And it would actually match the aesthetic of this video. This video I'm going to be talking about like my mind. I'm going to just bring you inside of my mind. As a 17-year-old in today's society, but like what I'm talking about still applies to absolutely everybody, whether you're 60, 30, 10, any age. I want to tell you a bit about myself first. I'm not a very effective communicator, but I do have a lot to say, but I don't know how to say it, you know. I've got like this, like it's just like whenever I try to say something, it all comes out, I'll go on a tangent. So I'm going to try avoid that. I'm going to be posting more because what this video is about is I'm going to like fully really try and become a YouTuber or create a business with this somehow. This is the real step one. So yeah, I've got a lot to say, but I can't really say it. I'm going to start posting more, so hopefully I do improve and you'll see it each video. I really want to become an effective communicator. I mean, imagine that. Imagine being able to like influence people, teach people correctly and actually make sense. That would be the dream for me, and I'm going to improve that. But I've gone on a tangent again. Okay, I currently go to college, I'm not going to name it, and I'm studying an engineering course in college. It's a 2-year course for a level 3 BTEC, and it's mostly remote work, meaning Monday we're in, Tuesday, Wednesday we're off, Thursday, Friday we're in. So I get 4 days off in the week, and the days that I am in, it's very short days. So I'm super grateful for that. It gives me a lot of time to do the stuff I love, see the people I love, and do the improve. I'm generally addicted to self-improvement, genuinely, not even in an unhealthy way. Okay, you're truly about to come into my mind. Yeah, you're coming into my mind with me. So as I said, I'm doing the engineering course currently, and I'm still doing it. And I'd say 13 to 15, I was thinking like, how can I escape the endless job cycle? This is when Andrew Tate was around, all that Matrix stuff, and like it kind of clicked on, kind of became like a bit conscious there. Was trying to think a way out of it. Okay, this is the best way. I'm gonna get into the engineering sector, 2 years of my life, do this, do an apprenticeship, wait 5 more years to get that pay, then want to get that £70,000 that I'm sure it's gonna be. I'm gonna create a business with that money. I'll probably be about 25. Create the business, probably take me 5 years to succeed. 30. Now I've got all this money, I can travel the world. Bro fell into the trap. It does not work that way, unfortunately. I've been watching Solar Youth and Gatis. I don't know, man. And they've really influenced me, and I really want to use my youth. This is a golden opportunity, and I don't want to waste it. The truth is I don't want to do engineering. I'm sorry to say it, nobody does. It's for the money. We've all been told in school, parental advice, information, we've all been told that this is the correct way to go. High-paying job equals freedom, and that is not true. Unfortunately, it's not true. Now, of course, you can't blame anybody at all. The information that we were raised with and try to pass on. Of course, everybody who told me that was trying to give me good advice. Cannot be mad at all, you know. But unfortunately, that's just not how it works. Yeah, so I was generally going to waste all that time and then start a business. I've been thinking lately, what do I want from life? I want to adventure, I want to have fun, I want to be happy, I want to be fertile, I want to be young, I want to be, find new love, friends, family, etc. I want to do things that I love, I want to just like be conscious and just enjoy life. There's so much more to life than freaking working and saving. Fuck society, dude. Seriously. And that's what I want to do. And to get that lifestyle, to live this lifestyle, to travel the world, to ski, to hike, to freaking do all this incredible stuff. I was told you need a lot of money. When you don't need money, you just need time. So it's actually the opposite. Instead of going into a high-paying job with very minimum time, I would rather go into a low-paying job with a lot of time. And what best than freaking your own business or YouTube? I love creating YouTube. Some of the best memories I have with my friends is creating some stupid YouTube video. when we jump in waterfalls and we do front flips or back flips, it makes you do this cool shit, and I love it so much. I'm gonna become so much more frequent because it's genuinely what I want to do in my life. It suits my lifestyle, and I would rather do this for 5 years in a row than go work in a power plant for 5 years in a row. Genuinely, even if I fail at the end of this, the memories and I will not regret it. I'm not regretting it now. So what is my point exactly? My point is, I want some type of remote work where I can just freaking travel and I can do it from home. I don't want to go to a power plant. It's not me. I'm all about like natural now. I don't really want to inhale chemicals, you know, and do all this stuff. And it's such a shame that it's such a shame we get directed this way. Of course, it's to keep us in the cycle. Of course, it keeps the world running, but it is very sad. I mean, there's a lot of people who, like 35, for example, years old, still don't know what they want to do, still don't know the purpose, and they're trying to find the purpose, and they're trying to think like that these jobs, like, you know, the jobs available, you'll never find your purpose there. You'll never find what you want to do there. Okay, I had to move inside because what was bro doing? I had to move inside because it is cold as shit. Genuinely frosty as shit. I recently got out of work in a temporary job, and I know I'm entitled. I know I'm spoiled to fucking shit. I'm in a house right now. I get the clothes I've got on were paid for me, and I understand that. But working that job, I realised I cannot live like that. Now, I understand you need to survive, to buy the food, to get the clothes, the heating, the electric, the gas, the water, kids, pets, clothes, freaking everything, your house, decorations. But after all that stuff's paid for, you get this like leftover of money. And with that leftover money, I was like, I would freaking love to, like, it's enough money, by the way, to travel. Because people think traveling is expensive. It depends. If you go to New York, it's going to be expensive. If you go to fucking anywhere else, it's not expensive. And I'm so glad I learned that young. So with this leftover money, I would love to travel with it. I'd love to explore with it, even if it's in the UK. But you can't, because the truth is you are in control. You don't have your time. You see, what I didn't realise is that they tell you when you're in, and trust me, they can fuck around with that as much as they want. Oh, you're in Monday. Oh no, never mind. We need you Tuesday, and we're increasing your hours by overtime 10 hours because we need to. No. Sorry, go back to Monday. You know, they can fuck. They tell you what to do. They don't care. They don't have to give you like a week's notice. They just fuck around with these shifts. They tell you when you're off, so they tell you when you're on, you're off, and they also tell you when you yourself can take a holiday, when you, human, can do something you want to do, which I think personally is very fucked. And the truth is, if I got kept on and stayed, I would not be taking any holidays because it's not profitable for them. Why would they? They don't need morality. They don't need this like ethical thing. Because the truth is, you're trapped, and it is bad. And I'm so glad it was temporary. I understand that it has to be this way. Like you have to work at one stage of your life to afford a car, to afford this, and I do totally get that. But it's not sustainable for me, personally. Alright, I'm gonna lay some key points down. Just some key points, just to try and make it clearer in your head what this video was actually for. The first one is, traveling doesn't have to be expensive. Of course it can be, but you know, some of the cheaper, more free, more human traveling, or even if it's in like your hometown or your home country, or if it's out of there, you know, you can have a freaking great time for free. Of course you can have a freaking great time cheap. Doesn't always have to be expensive, but that's just what we're told. You know, just please get that out of your head. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. The second thing I want to talk about is, it is never too late to find your purpose. Please find it. Find your purpose. A lot of people will be old, and they'll say like, oh, don't know my purpose, which is really bad, because in my eyes, you know, your purpose is your reason for living. So if you don't know your purpose, you don't know your reason for living. Therefore, living is, yeah. But yeah, find your purpose. The third thing I want to talk about is holy freaking grateful, bro. If you're watching this video right now, let's actually just take a moment to be grateful. The fact that I even get to think and talk about this with people is crazy. Wholly grateful. Jeez, man. But yeah, the fourth thing I want to talk about is time is more, well, I had to say, I was going to say that time is more important than money, but in reality, is it? Or are they both just, like, they are both important, but time is like, but without money, you can't use your, you know, like, it's like, fuck, dude. When I can just clear it out in my own head, hopefully I'll be able to come back to that point. But you know what I'm trying to say? Prioritize your time over money. You know, 100k job, working, I don't even know how many hours in a week. Working 40 hours a week. Is that a lot? 70 hours a week? I don't know. The fuck, dude? Yeah, just working a lot. Compared to earning a little bit, but having a lot of time, being able to do what you love for your life, being your purpose, blah, 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 etc. You know, easy choice for me, anyway. I forgot to record the outro. I'll record it now while I'm editing. Thank you for watching. If you share any, or even go against any of my opinions and views, please, freaking contact me, bro, in the comments or freaking Insta, and just tell me. I'm open-minded. I want to like know what you guys. Fuck, dude. That was a lot more of a serious. It was barely serious, but it was it was really interesting. Inside of my mind, brought it inside of my mind for 2 seconds. There's a lot more definitely coming because there's a lot going on in my mind. There's a lot, but yeah. Thanks for watching.